Howdy ladies and gents, my name's Tom Gibson and I'm a middle school math and robotics teacher in Austin, Texas, and this is part 4 of a video series I'm doing on how I set up my classroom economy. If you haven't seen the first 3, go ahead and check the playlist right there. It tells you the general idea about the classroom economy, the different class jobs I use, as well as the bonus money and fines that I've developed in my class. This video is all about how I actually present the classroom economy to the students in the beginning of the year. I try to do it in small bits because it can be kind of overwhelming if I just dump everything on them. So I made a quick slideshow that I'll go ahead and put in the description of this video that you can copy or adapt or use. But I tell them the reason I have the classroom economy, I want to give them an opportunity to learn some money management skills. This is an opportunity to take ownership of the classroom by all of us participating in some capacity. And it's a way to earn money and spend money in the classroom. And who doesn't like earning and spending money? I give them a brief overview of how they earn money, which is their classroom job, bonus money, or a business that they may want to start on their own. And I talk about how they end up spending their money, which is the classroom auctions on their rent as well as on any fines. Students, when I'm talking about this, will have a ton of questions, but I'll usually say, I'll get to it, just stay with me. Let's get the broad overview of what we're actually doing here. I go through the class jobs with them and I tell them, you're gonna pick your top 3 and I'm going to do my best to give you one of your top 3. Some teachers, when they do this, it's on a paper application. I've created a Google form where the student picks job choice number 1 and says why they think they would be a good fit for that job. They pick job choice number 2, why they're a good fit, and job choice number 3 and why they're a good fit. I also have 2 supplemental jobs which they don't have a full salary, but one's a substitute and one is the class photographer, and they just notate if they would like to have those jobs as well, even though they're not high-paying jobs. I ask them if they're going to get a letter of recommendation, which they'll need for some of the jobs, who are they thinking about asking, and that's not so much for my benefit, but it's just to start getting them to think about that stuff and write it down. I also ask if they have a suggestion for a class job that they can go ahead and write about what the job would be and what the details of that job would entail, and they can also write down what they think an appropriate salary for that job is based on the salaries that they're seeing for the other jobs and how much work each of those jobs takes. That's the gist of how I introduce it. I don't really do any more than that. It takes me about a week to actually assign people to their jobs, but I'm gonna make a separate video for that and my thought process and how do you try to get everyone to have a job as well as have one of their top jobs. If you have any questions or suggestions about how to introduce a classroom economy to your class or about having kids apply for specific jobs, let me know in the comments and I will see you in the next video. My hope is that they'll be able to visually see prime numbers and also help them understand prime factorization as a result of the activity. The different colors are going to represent different numbers, and when you link the cubes, it's going to represent multiplication. So my first number is going to be represented by black. It's going to be the number 2.